Hi guys, my name's Rob and this is my John Deere X758. I'm going to go over some pros, cons of it, reasons you might want to get one, and just some tips for if you do. So I bought this almost a year ago. I used it over the winter to plow, and I've been using it all summer long to mow. Reasons you get them: it's diesel, so it's very fuel efficient. I've only filled it up 3 times and I've got 22 hours on it. I do mow about 4 acres of lawn. It's reduced my mowing time significantly because it's a 60-inch deck and it mows actually relatively quickly, and even if it's a little damp out and I'm mowing pretty quick, it cuts as if the grass was dry. The 4x4 is extremely useful. I have a steep hill out front and I don't have to sit on one of the fenders to go up it like I did with my old one, which was a smaller mower. It won't bog down going up a steep hill mowing tall grass. It's just pretty darn good. Quick couple things before I start it up, and it's a little noisy. When you start it up, it'll normally have a little glow plug right there symbol. So right here you got your temperature. This will be essentially your RPMs. This is your diesel or gas if that's what you got, and your battery. To engage the deck, you just pull out on this. You cannot be moving or touching your park brake or have the park brake held in. It took me a while to figure it out because the dealer didn't go over with anything with me, so I just had to figure it all out myself. This would be your tilt for your plow left and right, pulling your plow or attachment up and down. That includes your deck. That is how you can put your deck up and down as well. Very useful when you're mowing, if you're worried about scalping part of your lawn, or if there's just rocks you just want to pull up over it. It makes things significantly easier. One nuisance I really don't like, there's probably a way to override it, but I can't stand it. Right before you go in reverse, you have to press this in if you're mowing, otherwise it'll turn the deck off and you have to go through the rotation of turning your mower back on. So you gotta stop, lower your RPMs, turn it on, start moving again. It's first world problem, but still a nuisance. So I'll start it up real quick. I'll show you how the deck moves and turn on the blades. You'll see the RPMs go up. When I mow, I haven't found this in the manual or anyone really tell me how to do it, but I'll usually mow about 80%, 85%. I don't feel like this is a tractor you need to mow wide open on. I think you're just putting extra wear and tear on it. The diesel's pretty torquey, and yeah, just doesn't seem to need it. You do have a washout port on this side. I've used it twice now, and both times I feel like I'm not really getting much out of it. Maybe I'm just not mowing lawn that's really that intense. Yeah, most of it's just grass and whatnot. That's where you put your diesel. Over here, a little storage cubby. I put my phone in there, that way my phone's not falling out. You got a beer holder, but I can tell you it doesn't work for crap because it just splashes everywhere. So you're gonna get your cores, bush light, whatever suits your fancy all over your tractor and your foot. You have a little 12 volt. You can charge your phone, whatever you want. Pretty important, this and these little vents right here. Every single time I'm done mowing, I blow them out. They get very clogged up after mowing for about 2 hours, especially depending on what you're mowing and whatnot. You can choke your engine out if you don't. This right here, that's a lock-in differential, but I've used it maybe twice and I was half stuck with the plow just buried into a big mound of snow. Just need to do that to pull it out. On the newer ones, they have aluminum wheels, and I'll tell you, unless you're really on a budget, just buy a new one. The used ones aren't worth it. the prices on them used with 400 or 500 hours aren't that much cheaper than a brand new one. So they hold their value so well. Just save yourself the money, buy a new one. It looks like they typically got 0% interest on the newer ones too. Shaft driven, so when you engage it, very smooth. You don't hear chirping and all that stuff. I'll usually still lower the RPMs just to put a little less wear and tear on it. I did buy a bull guard, as I'm assuming these hoods aren't very cheap to replace. I cracked one before on one of my older tractors because I literally barely bumped my garage and cracked it. So I think a bull guard was only like 200 bucks. This right here, pull up on it. All these attachments come off and go on very easy, and that's just a huge plus to them. I can take this off and put my 54-inch plow on it. If 2 minutes is maybe all it would take for me to pull in the garage, take this off, put the other one on, attach it to the hydraulics, and go. It's that simple. I'm not mechanically inclined, and this is about as easy as it gets to do anything. Once that is down, if you have this on, it pulls right up. If you can read, it does say hot. A lot of engines can be hot, so yeah, don't touch it. Looks like I need to put some fluid in there. Alternator on the bull guard. Just pops right back on. One thing I've never had on a tractor, and before I had this, and I thought it'd be silly to have something like it, was the power steering. The steering's super light, and then getting on any other mower, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's work to actually steer this thing. Yeah, I've definitely gotten spoiled with this because it's just so easy to use. It shaves 45 minutes off of my mow time. I mean, I waste a lot of money on dumb stuff. This is one thing that was worth every penny I got. The seat is adjustable. They have essentially an air ride. I call it the bus driver seat. It'll move up and down as you hit bumps. It rides pretty good, but I've got some rough spots in my lawn. It's a little pricey for the seat, but that is definitely something, if I went back in time, I would have just bought and had them put it on at the dealership before I even picked it up. I haven't towed that much with it. I've towed a few 100 pounds, but it acts like it's not even there. The tractor's weight is a little over 1,000 pounds, so it is relatively heavy. A lot of people, if you're looking at a subcompact tractor and you just can't, you're not trying to spend $20,000, this was significantly cheaper than that, and it's still 0% financing as of now. I believe the tractor I paid a little over $10,000. The deck was about $3,000, which was kind of expensive, and I think the plow was $1,500, which I felt like was a pretty good deal for a hydraulic plow. With a bucket on some subcompact tractors with similar attachments, you can be $20,000 to $25,000, and yes, they'll offer 84 months of financing on it, but then you're financing it for 84 months. And honestly, it seems like a lot of people that get the buckets, they don't really use them, but that's all your prerogative. So yeah, all in all, if you mow quite a bit, you have a driveway to plow and you don't have something else you're looking to get for it, just get one of these, put a plow on it, and pitter patter, you're ready to go. Unfortunately, now that I bought a nice mower, my wife likes to mow, and so I tend to do all the push mowing and weed whacking, and she'll do this, so I don't even get to have fun with it anymore. But she doesn't like the cold in the winter, so at least I'll get to plow. But there's that. If any questions, just comment and I'll reply to you. Thanks, bye-bye.